are you doing? I hope you're well. Yes, yes, yes. There's nothing wrong with your screen. I am here. We are back. Welcome to another episode of The Block. I am Dr. Tammy, and my co host, Doc Vince, who's behind the scenes, will be popping in and out, and he's here with me. And we are excited to share with you another blockchain and what other people are doing around the world in this blockchain industry, in the blockchain space. This has been a long time coming. Like, we are seeking education and projects and things to share with you. And so we're excited that we have something to share with you today. And we hope that you would ask your comments. You will take some time and say hello to us in the comments. And if you have any questions, to put those there, and we'll be happy to answer those. We'll come back and answer those later, right? And then connect with you or give you the resources you need. So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you. So today we are going to feature Dar Blockchain. And I know you're wondering, what is that? Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So I'm going to invite my dear friend whom I just met, and I am excited to get to know along with you, is Firas. And so come on in and let's hey, how are
Hello,
you?
how you doing? How you
I am
doing?
great. Welcome to the block.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I already feel the energy. Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your day. I know the time difference is also a thing. So thank you so much for pausing and taking some time to chat with us. So we like to share a little bit about what's going on in the blockchain industry and what the blockchain space and the projects that people are working on and what others can support and or how they can get involved. And so today's conversation, we want to go into some of those things. And so if you would just first introduce yourself so they can meet you like I have, and y'all know how I like to ask other questions. I'm going to try not to do that today like I like to do, but we're going to just keep it simple. But tell us who you are, tell us what you do, and a little bit about Dar Blockchain.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me start by presenting Dar Blockchain, I guess. Dar Blockchain was founded back in 2018 with a clear vision to become one of the leading Web3 innovation hubs across Africa and the Middle East. Okay, we call it MENA region. Okay, yes, my name is Firas, and I'm the CTO of Dar Blockchain. So yeah, as the CTO, so my role has been to guide our technical direction, of course, making sure we are building the right solutions and forging strategic partnerships that amplify our impact. And beyond just technology, we've placed a strong emphasis on the education because we know that education, it is very important. Um, and today our programs have reached over 10 African countries, which is already good. And we've trained more than 8,000 developers and certified over 2,200 specifically in Hedera technology alone. Okay. So my personal journey has evolved from being deeply involved in and hands-on on engineering to now overseeing the growth of a scalable, vibrant ecosystem that supports developers and projects across multiple regions, which is very great. And yeah.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. So I have had several questions that come up. So we'll see if I get to them all, in addition to the ones that I know our audience would want to know a little more about. So, you know, knowing what I know about the transition with blockchain since 2018 to now, and how there was a time when blockchain technology was on the rise. People were learning more about it. And that 2019, 2020, it was really popular. And the cryptocurrency kind of helped that. And then in 2022, things kind of changed a little bit. And then this AI craze happened. And then people are not so, was not so much talking about blockchain. And I'm going to be transparent, Fierce. I am so much a proponent of blockchain technology and people not forgetting its value in all these spaces and with all these other technologies, and how AI is not secure if you don't use blockchain. Cryptocurrency can't exist if it wasn't built on the blockchain. Like, it's not like some of those things, I guess it could, but you probably wouldn't want to use it. But anyway, like
Yeah.
the blockchain is really, really important. So could you tell us some of the challenges or breakthroughs that you've experienced with all these, these changes and things? And now I think, conversations that I've had recently, blockchain is now becoming, it's always important. Like, it's one of those that's always there. It's like the foundation, and I consider it the foundation to any of these other technologies. But it's that, so it's always there, but every now and then the volume is amplified on it at certain points. And I think now that people are realizing, oh wait, we have this AI, it's more secure if it's actually, you include some of the blockchain technology, da, 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 da. And so some of these conversations are happening. So I'm just curious as to your journey. Like, what are some of the challenges you experienced between 2018 and 2025 now? And maybe even some of the breakthroughs, some of the discoveries or things that really just, you know,
You
you
mean across
something.
Africa, right?
Say again.
Across Africa, right?
Yeah, Africa, or just with y'all creating it into sustainability, right? To now, but yeah, all of it.
Yeah, because Africa is always like another topic. Okay, it is not
Okay.
like the like Europe or US. It is very different in Africa. If you are talking about Africa, building a Web3 ecosystem across Africa, it is an incredible challenge and an inspiring journey, to be honest. Early on, one of the biggest hurdles, let's say, or obstacles we faced when we were trying to build this ecosystem, especially in Africa, was the infrastructure. Okay, things
Mm,
that doesn't
yeah.
exist in Europe or any other region. So yeah, as well, limited internet connectivity, it is a problem, unfortunately. Electricity as well. Okay, yeah, sometimes it is a luxury in Africa, which
Mhm.
is unfortunate. And also, high data costs made onboarding users and developers to blockchain technology is particularly tough. Okay, so beyond just infrastructure, awareness and
Mm.
education were significant barriers for like blockchain technology, smart contracts, decentralized applications. All of these things were entirely new concepts to many talented people in Africa. Okay, to address to address this, we had to engage in educational initiatives, workshops, community-driven events, like to try to break this knowledge gap. And also in Africa, we have another big issue, which is regulatory environments across different African nations. Like in Europe, we have MiCA. In the US, we have the SEC. In Africa, we there is no organization or policymakers who make these kinds of policies. So yes, that's another major challenge. So policies vary, like they vary greatly from country to another country in Africa, and that's a huge problem. But despite all of these challenges, like Africa's relationships with blockchain has always been uniquely pioneering. And I don't know if you already know, but Africa were actually among the first global adopters of blockchain technology without even realizing it, which is something fascinating and very surprising to many people. Like, and this adoption, it came primarily driven by necessity. Like, for instance, in countries like Nigeria, for example, people turned early to Bitcoin because traditional banking system frequently failed them. Okay, so especially during like an economic crisis, they learned the hard way how blockchain could offer real solutions for transferring funds and maintaining economic resilience. Like back then, when I was a student, like I had a couple of friends who were Nigerian, and their families they were sending them money via Bitcoin. Okay, they should be doing very fine right now because Bitcoin was very low price at that moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were using Bitcoin without realizing that they are using the blockchain technology, without understanding the blockchain technology. So yeah, another compelling moment that showed me the power of innovation in Africa happened in Tanzania. Like, I remembered vividly a conversation with a client in Tanzania who wanted to issue educational, not sorry, not educational, renewable energy certificates as NFTs on chain for his students. Okay, so naturally, I started proposing a typical Web3 solution, a decentralized application, okay, with a mobile wallet and digital interaction, etc., etc. But then he surprised me. He explained that most of students didn't have smartphones. So I was genuinely puzzled. Like I said, then how do we build this solution if they don't have smartphones? He answered, like his answer amazed me. Like, they had developed a unique system using standard feature phones. Students could simply compose a number, input a transaction address, send crypto, and validate blockchain transaction entirely through SMS, which is something incredible. Like, this moment really opened my eyes to the level of creativity and innovation happening on this continent. Like, they are learning the hard way. Like, they are using this technology because, like, blockchain speaks for them. Like, it's the solution for their use cases. And speaking of innovation, like, Africa has produced many bright minds who've shaped global blockchain infrastructure. We have numerous internationally recognized people, founders, and developers who originated right from Africa. And that demonstrates Africa's enormous potential and talent in the Web3 space. And I know a couple of people who, like from Kenya, Nigeria, Tunisia, Morocco, like they are big architecture engineers, builders who build infrastructures on Web3 blockchain applications, which is something incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, no, no. I was letting you go because you were, as we say, let him cook. We were letting you cook. But you
Yeah.
said so much. And so I want to highlight a few things. So one thing that I know, just from me being in the blockchain space, like much of my experience and the people I've worked with and the projects I've worked with, even with, the different programs, the hackathons and things that I've worked with have been on the continent of Africa and have been in spaces where people are really innovative. They're really creative. They are the thinkers and leaders in this space. And so I agree. So that's kind of an amen to what you said there. And two, I remember conversations around 2020, 2021 that I was having with people, and they were talking about, and people who were not necessarily connected to the continent, and they were talking about, oh, we can do this, these grand ideas in Web3. And that's when the Web3 craze was all there. And I said, there's some of these basic things that we must address first: access, in order to really allow them to thrive, that we know they could. The basic things you talked about, like electricity, the devices, like Wi-Fi, having those issues, and then the data plans that they have, like, and people running out of data, and not being able to complete tasks and projects because of these challenges. And so I really like that y'all took on the educational piece and address those primary challenges first, before then we can get to these other things, and before we can even say, hey, try out the Dar blockchain, hey, come, see what we're about. Because that is one of the things that really was a pet peeve of mine back, when people really caught on, like, oh, blockchain is a thing and it's a cool thing and it's a thing that's really important. But they were still forgetting some of those basic needs, those basic access issues that
Yes.
people around the world have. And so I really love that y'all took a moment and said, okay, we know these are issues. How do we get around that? And then getting feedback from the people on the ground, right? The people
Yes.
there, and saying, well, we have a way, which is very innovative in itself. We have a way to do that. And so I'm just wanting to give y'all your kudos for acknowledging that and addressing that in a way that really helped, I hope, and build your project and really get people, inspired to learn more about the Dar blockchain. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I know there's some of the things that y'all are have. So what are some of the things that you are currently, I guess, y'all are currently offering? I guess that's what I want to say. I know that I've heard buzzes and I've seen some things on the website. And by the way, those of you who are tuning in, we will have the website in the show notes. So make sure that you check out the description or the show notes, and the website will be there where you can go and click around and check. But one of the things I saw on the website that I just mentioned that I know is near and dear to my heart is a hackathon. So I know y'all have that. So could you explain what your hackathon is and a little bit about the hackathon um, for our viewers?
Yes, the hackathon. Okay, the hackathon. It is very important, and yeah, I need to explain first of all why uh, we will make this hackathon in Africa and why we picked Africa as the place that we should host our hackathon in. First of all, when we thought about where to host this hackathon, like Africa wasn't just an obvious choice; it felt like the ideal choice. Let me share a bit about why. Like Africa has the youngest population globally, with over 60% under the age of 25.
Yes.
That's massive. Okay. That's like a huge generation of tech savvy youths who have grown up digital first and are incredibly open to innovative ideas. Okay. These young minds aren't just eager, like they are hungry for opportunities to solve real pressing problems in the communities. And I had the opportunity to mentor a lot of hackathons. And as soon as I see an African team, like they are taking the thing very personal. Like they want to create the solution. They want to, because behind this solution there is a real problem that exists somewhere in their countries or in their community. So yeah, yeah, they are engineering a solution. Okay, so they are eager, they are absorbing, they want to create or to build. Okay, and what really excites me is that Web3 technologies, they are uniquely positioned to address many of these challenges. For example, like a significant portion of the continent remains unbanked or underbanked. Okay,
Mhm.
lacking access to reliable financial services. Like traditional banking simply hasn't reached everyone or simply failed them. Blockchain solutions like digital wallets, decentralized finance, talking about DeFi in here, like in peer-to-peer transactions, like they offer tangible pathways to financial inclusion. That's one. Two, let's consider identity issues. Okay, millions of people across the world still face obstacle in proving who they are, because traditional documentation system fail to cover everyone adequately, especially in Africa. Blockchain-based decentralized identity solution like could fundamentally transform this, proving or yeah, providing people with a secure, verifiable proof of their identity. Okay, that they can fully control. And three, let's talk about yeah, supply chain. We know that Africa, yeah, it exports a lot of product, okay, especially food. Okay, and let's talk about supply chain inefficiencies. Sorry. Imagine the impact blockchain could have on agriculture, commerce, trade, like it will improve transparency, reducing fraud, empowering businesses, boosting economy. Okay, so Africa, it is actually the good place to launch this hackathon. Okay, um, why there? Because like hackathons, they are catalysts. Okay, they spark creativity, they spark innovation, practical solution. They connect local directly with global tools and platforms, such as Hedera Hashgraph technology, empowering developers to build solutions with genuine, real-world impact. We wanted to tap into this massive talent pool that we have in Africa, a talent pool with young developers, to give these young Africans the tools, the visibility, and the support that they deserve. Okay, by hosting this hackathon, we are doing more than just showcasing technology in here. We are actually supporting the next generation of innovators to lead Africa, okay, or to lead Africa forward. Okay, so our inspiration is simple, but it is very powerful. We truly believe that Africa isn't just ready for Web3, it's primed to lead it. Okay, and hosting this hackathon is our way to ensure that we don't miss this opportunity and this huge potential in this golden continent, let's say.
Yes. So, yeah, I know you mentioned some of the resources. So, what kinds of support or resources will be available to whether it's first time developers or me? Hello, me, non tech people. What are some of the things, the resources for those that are participating that may be joining? What are some of the resources or support that y'all will have available during this hackathon?
Yes, very important question. Yeah, it is one of our top priorities for this hackathon to make it as inclusive and accessible as possible. Whether you are a seasoned developer or just starting out, whether you come from a technical background or not, you can be the perfect fit. Like to support that, we've built a structured educational pipeline through what we call the Decentralized Academy. This platform offers free access to range of Hedera courses, covering everything from blockchain basics to advanced smart contracts development, etc., etc. Like participants can learn at their own pace and even earn official certification, which really helps build confidence and credibility. And talking about the certification, I want to make a small call to action in here.
Yes.
Like certification, it is very important. And you can click on the link that I will share with you later. Okay, guys, just go to this certificate. It is free. It is temporarily free, and
Wow.
it gives you credibility. Like the certificate, it's very easy. There is courses on every topic that you will find in this hackathon, or maybe in your problem that you are trying to solve in the hackathon, or maybe it is important maybe in the future or in your future career. It is very important, this certificate. And yeah, like let me share with you a personal story. Like I started this journey back like years ago, okay? And I was like struggling to find people who develop blockchain. Like it was like a huge happiness for me when I found something, or I found a bug, or maybe a problem in my algorithm or my smart contract. When I write this problem in a forum or a coding forum or something like that, like I'm so happy when I find someone who answer me on my question or something like that, because community was like this. Like in dark ages, I call them the dark ages of Web3. Like there was nobody, okay? And I was wishing I will meet someone. If I meet someone who explains it all to me, like who, or maybe will guide me or give me a certification for. Now we live in the luxury era, guys. Now it is we find content on YouTube, we find mentors, we find everything. Like now we live in a time of luxury, okay? But these kinds of opportunities, they are very important, because
Yeah.
it is not every time that we see a hackathon with $1 million prize pool. I mean, that's a lot of money, okay? If you have an idea or a project or something like that, yeah, like you could grab this opportunity. It is very important. Like I mentioned a lot of hackathon, and I participated in a lot of hackathons, and it really doesn't matter if I win this hackathon or not. It's just an experience for me after all. Okay. It is like I'm leaving my legacy on that chain. Okay. It is something very cool. So please, guys, like try to grab this opportunity, take the certificate. It is free and everyone could do it. And it will give you credibility and you will bring eyes on you guys. So you are stars. You need to shine bright like a diamond, in this hackathon. Okay. So please, guys, grab this opportunity. Okay. And
And I agree with you, like, because what I know about courses, like I remember in the time you were talking about, like not 2018, it was still a little early, but around 2020, 2021, even 2022 or early 2022, you can get into programs very easily. It was the
yeah,
all everybody was offering free courses and free. But now that it's 2025, that is not the case anymore. Now I've seen some programs charging 5 and 10,000 USD
a lot of
for
money. Yeah.
courses that were free like 2 and 3 years ago. And so to have a certification like this available for free that you can take, even though it's limited time, jumping in now, but but it's free. And I will say that even though we're in a luxury era, there's some of those things that are no longer free. and the
Yes.
quality is no longer the same. And so I'm really excited to hear this. I'm even thinking like I'm gonna put this on my list.
Yeah, you
It's
should
gonna be on
probably
my
do it.
list for the month of June while I'm on summer and my schedule's a little more flexible. I'm gonna have to start pursuing the certification as well. And so, and I know that you are now in a partnership with ICORBP.
Yeah.
And so that is something our International Council of Registered Blockchain Professionals. And so now, even after they finish their course, not only can they get that certification, the Hedera certification, they can also pursue our certification and get another layer of certification to add to their resume or Vita, whatever portfolio they're creating. I know people are doing digital portfolios now, but that resume. And so, yeah, so those are some things that y'all are doing. I really like that. And I'm really excited about this particular partnership as well. And so, so how do you see this particular partnership fitting in to what you're doing and what the hackathon and those that are being going through the course and those things? How do you see the partnership with ICORBP, or what? Give us the scoop on what you and Doc Vince discuss.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the partnership, like, yeah, it is incredibly meaningful for that blockchain. Like it acts as a vital bridge connecting Africa's rising talent with established, experienced global communities and resources. Okay, like through this collaboration, we gain enhanced capacity for joint research, resource sharing, knowledge exchange, which strengthens our ability to support innovative projects beyond just the hackathon itself. Okay, so what excites me most is that this partnership ensures continuity. It's not just about a one-time event, you know.
Right.
No, it's here to stay. It's about creating a sustainable ecosystem. ICORBP involvement opens doors for incubations, mentorships, investment opportunities that help promising projects and team grow and succeed long after the hackathon ends. So this partnerships fuels as long-term vision by for collaboration and growth. So yes.
Yeah. So I don't want to leave the hackathon, but I did want to just highlight, like, in addition to some of the things you're offering, like that's another offering that you will have is for them to get another layer of certification with ICORBP. But let's talk about some technicals around the hackathon. So
Okay.
first of all, is it in person? Is it virtual?
Uh, it is both
It is
actually.
both. Okay.
Yes, it is both actually. So the virtual track is designed. There is a virtual track, by the way,
Okay.
and it is designed to be fully inclusive and welcoming to developers from all around the world. So
Awesome.
whether you're based in Europe, Asia, North America, South America, or anywhere else, you can easily join online and participate alongside Africans innovators. So one of the most exciting aspects is the opportunity for international developers to form mixed team, you know,
Hmm.
with African counterparts. So through our dedicated hackathon platform, teams can collaborate in real time, sharing ideas, coding together, and solving problems collectively, regardless of their physical location. So it is a collaborative structure. It is really powerful because it allows global innovation and expertise to merge with the unique context driven challenges faced across Africa.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. So we know that we can join either in person or virtually. There's a virtual track. Is
Yeah.
registration still open? How long do we have to sign up and participate in the hackathon?
Yeah, actually, from June to July, it
Okay.
is the launch
Okay.
milestone. So everyone could join, participate, register in the hackathon via Dora Hacks. Okay, the website, and the hackathon starts in August. Okay,
Nice.
so yeah, so everyone could start from now and try to form a team. We start the educational part first. Now we are in the launching phase. Okay, so yeah, people they are meeting, etc., etc.
I
So
love
yes,
it.
you can
Yeah,
join
so
it.
and I love it that you said the educational piece because I think a lot of apprehension is that, oh, we're going to form a team and we're just going to dive in and start creating something. So I like that y'all have built in some time for people to get acclimated, to understand what it's about, the process and what they're doing, right? And so I really like that. And so that makes me feel a little better. I'm a non-technical person, but I know there's probably some other non-tech people that will be on teams because those people are valuable in getting the for marketing and messaging and doing all those other things. So I do know that we are important as well. And but sometimes we're apprehensive about saying yes to someone who says, "Would you be a part of our team?" Because we don't like we don't know anything about this, but that's good that y'all have built in some education and things. So we will definitely add the link so you can register. So make sure that you check out the link and register. Go there, register, join in. This is a great month to sign up so that way you can be a part of the hackathon, which is exciting. And it starts in August. So it gives you time to think about your team and some of those other things. So I guess, Firas, what I have a question now is, are there different tracks? Do we just, if we sign up, we create our team, do we just come in and say this is what and have an idea of what we want to do, or are there different tracks? Can we focus on different things, or we just, is it free for all? Like how do you have it set up for once we have our team
Yeah, it
established?
is free for everyone, of course.
Okay.
And there is different tracks. We're talking about ESG, tokenization, AI, deepen, decentralized infrastructure, gaming, NFTs, everything. Okay, everything that you could build on Hedera. If you have a use case, you have a problem, you can build a solution for it on chain, which is something good. And personally, I will. Yeah, since you talked about AI first, personally, yeah, I highlight the AI. I'd say AI stands out to me as incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
And by the way, artificial intelligence and blockchain, they're not enemies. They are
Yeah.
here to work together. Like artificial intelligence combined with blockchain, like opens up a whole new frontier. Like this combo is crazy. AI can help analyze massive amounts of data in real time, uncover patterns, automate complex decision making. While blockchain, on the other hand, it ensures transparency, security, data integrity, decentralization. So imagine AI powered decentralized applications that can personalize financial services for millions, or detect fraud in supply
Yeah.
chains instantly, or AI agents customized in different D apps, or even you could automate governance in decentralized organization. Like this kind of synergy between AI and Web3 could revolutionize how we interact with technology.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of
Yeah.
tracks, guys. Please have
Yeah.
fun. Try
And
to
that
pick
and
the
the possibilities are limitless. And so it's just a matter of you saying yes, signing
yes,
up and and being a part. And then as you participate, I just think that opportunities like this are amazing for if you have an idea, or maybe you don't necessarily you have an idea that you don't know if it's really an idea, but it will bring clarity and it also you'll implement something that you can use, test, and decide like, oh, maybe we need to do this or that, or switch things up. So I really like that. And I like that you highlighted AI and blockchain. And we did another episode where we also talked about this convergence of AI and blockchain and how, they're not enemies. They
yes, they
actually
are not.
complement, they
Totally not.
complement each other,
Yeah,
and if you have to use correctly. So I really like that. So I know we've been here a minute, so I want to talk about though, what are some other things that you have going on? So looking beyond the hackathon, what are some things or other initiatives that you all have that you're working on right now or that you're implementing? I know this is kind of the launch right now, but are you launching anything soon or upcoming? Let us know what is up with Dar Blockchain.
yeah, Dar Blockchain. So yeah, we are launching a lot of hackathons. Like Hedera is one of the biggest hackathon that we
Mhm.
launched yet, and it is probably one of the biggest hackathons that Hedera ever launched. Okay, and yeah, it has like $1 million of prize pool. And by the way, I want to open a small parenthesis because, yeah, we talked about tracks, and I want to highlight that there might be other tracks. And
Okay.
here, yeah, uh, Dar Blockchain and Exponential Labs, they are like providing this hackathon. They are empowering this hackathon. Okay, both these organizations, and there is other sponsors, of course, and these sponsors. Okay, any sponsor. Like I will give you an example. If I am a project, for example, let's say I am a DEX. Okay, decentralized exchange, and probably I want to create, yeah, probably I want to bring adoption more to my project, or probably I want to bring more builders to use my APIs. Okay, so what do is I create a quest on this hackathon. I put a track, this track, like if you use my DEX, there is a track of 30K, for example. Okay, for another example, if I am also a DAX, and my next milestone would be implementing AI agents into my DAX, and I didn't start this thing yet, I could put a track for that. If you implement AI agents in my DAX, that will be a track for the hackathon. So the best team, I will pick one of the best team, they will gain this track, and I will collaborate with them in order to work with them. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, it is like the possibilities in here, they are endless, and the opportunities, they are endless, especially for young African people like who want to find jobs or something like that. They will be spotlighted, especially by these sponsors. So sponsors, I don't know if you are watching, please, if you are interested, just contact the team. Okay, yeah, it is the perfect opportunity to use your tool and to give them to the community in order to use them and build with them. So
Yeah. So
so yeah,
sponsors, if you wanted to sponsor, connect,
yeah,
connect,
yeah.
connect.
And sponsors will be, of course, in the PR. Okay, so they will, their logos will be displayed everywhere, which is good for them as well.
Awesome. And the one thing that you said that I don't think was clear, but I want to make sure that I heard it correctly. And for our audience, if I did, I want to make it clear that part of this hackathon is mentorship. Like there's
Yes,
possibilities there if a team is deserving of gaining a mentor who is an expert in the field, or someone who has been in the field and has uh, in-depth experience around their project, their idea, or blockchain technology. Did I hear that correctly?
yes, like
Yeah,
mentorship,
that's
it
awesome.
is a huge part of the experience. Like we provide guidance not only on technical topics, but also on business strategies, pitching, and project development. Because building a successful Web3 application isn't just about coding. We need different teammates from different aspects. Yeah, of course. Come on. Like, of course,
I
it's not
love to
about
hear that because
coding.
that's what I'm always an advocate for. Like that's one part of it. You can create the best thing, but if you're not having someone who's talking about it, sharing it, marketing, have a strategy, getting funding to support it and
Of
sustain
course.
it, and sustainability, like all those things are important. So you need people on your team who has expertise in all these areas. So I love it. High five.
Yeah. Cool, cool. Yeah, of course, 100%. Yeah. And by the way, I want to highlight another thing for those who are who come alone, who are shy or maybe a little bit introverted, okay, and they want to participate in this hackathon, especially for first timers. Like we organize team formation events to help them find collaborators, okay, and mentors, okay. We believe teamwork is crucial, and these sessions, they help participants to build build relationships between each other. Okay, complementary, like to be complementary. Okay, so to tackle issues, challenges more efficiently. So please, guys,
Yeah.
just join the hackathon. Okay.
Just join it. Just join it. Okay, so I know I've asked lots of questions, so I've taken a lot of your time, but I do want to give you the space to add anything or share anything that we may not have talked about that you want to share about Dar Blockchain, the Hedera Africa Hackathon that's starting in August. Is there anything that you want to share that we may not have talked about that you want to highlight? Please feel free to do so before we wrap things up.
Yes, maybe I want to talk a little bit about the like there is over 20 cities and
Ah,
plus 15 countries participating, and yeah, it was like a little bit ambitious for us because like managing a hackathon of this scale is definitely very ambitious. And we knew from the beginning that traditional methods wouldn't cut it. So instead, we've embraced a fully decentralized operational model. So yeah, here's how it works. So we've partnered closely with local universities, students clubs, innovation hubs, and tech communities across all participating cities. Okay, in Africa, and each of these locations essentially they act as a decentralized node equipped with toolkits, mentoring support, and tailored promotional strategies. So by empowering these local nodes, which are these cities, we ensure each community has ownership and can adapt the hackathon experience to their specific context and needs. But of course, decentralization doesn't mean chaos. Coordination is key in here. So to keep everything synchronized and transparent, we use a robust online infrastructure, particularly leveraging platforms like Ecosystem DAO, for example, that we built. This allows participants, organizers, and mentors to seamlessly collaborate, share resources, manage submission, and track the hackathon progress in real time, no matter where they based. So that's also very important. So the result is a networked hackathon experience. Participants get the localized support they need while still benefiting from global connection resources and visibility. Okay.
oh, wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I know you don't know me personally too well yet. We're learning each other, but a lot of what I speak about and talk about is about being global and having the opportunities, these global opportunities. So I'm really excited, one, for this global collaboration between Dar Blockchain and ICORBP, but I'm also excited to hear the things that you're doing are offering global opportunities to those that are participating in the hackathon or any of the other initiatives that you're doing, the education. Thank you for sharing the course and the certification. I know those that are our viewers will appreciate that because many of our viewers are seeking information and seeking education. And so I just want to say thank you. And so I guess the most important thing we need to figure out, yes, we'll share the website, but how can we stay connected with you? How best is it that we can follow you? Are you on social media? Could you just share a little bit about how we can stay connected beyond the website?
I will email you all the links, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, follow us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, okay? Discord as well. We have a Discord of the hackathon. So, yeah, just participate on Dura Hacks, okay? Click on Dura Hacks and participate there. Sorry, I need to look to the camera because yeah, I'm looking to you, but I should not
It's okay.
do right now. So yeah, please, guys, just yeah, follow us on social media in order to track everything. And yeah, do the certificate. It is very important and it is free for everyone. It will be very helpful for you. Yeah, that's it. Please, guys,
Yeah.
grab this opportunity. Like, grab a piece of
I
the
like
cake.
how he says that's it, but that's a lot. Like, come on, y'all, get on board.
Yeah,
Let's
like
do it.
it's $1 million. You could grab like even a small
Yeah,
piece,
it's just
like
$1 million. Yeah, it's just a
for
million.
everyone.
So, Doc Vince, I'm gonna invite Doc Vince back onto the stage. Doc Vince, come join us. I know Doc Vince has a few questions that he actually wants to ask. So, come on, we'll have questions from the audience. Okay, my co-host. All right, I'll turn it over to my co-host, Doc Vince.
Hey, Doc Francis, Firas, I just can't help it. I just want to join.
I know. I don't know why you're back there. I know
I'm
you
back
just
here.
you want to be a part of this conversation. He's saying some amazing things, and I know you have all these ideas. And so, yes, go
I,
for it.
I got so many things in mind, and just for clarifications, I just want to clarify this: the Hedera Hackathon is open to everyone, and whether you're a beginner or a seasoned developer or an influencer, it they can join.
Yeah, yeah, it's for everyone. Anyone
And
could join.
that is that's the thing. I got so many things in mind that I cannot express it. The second one is uh, how did Dar and Hedera came about, the partnership,
Ah,
the
Yeah, of
collaboration
course.
between the two.
Yeah,
What was the beginning of that, and why did you choose Hedera, or why Hedera choose you? What's the beginning with this?
yeah, first of all, like Dar Blockchain is one of the pioneers, like companies and innovation hubs and Web3 hubs in Africa. Okay, we have a lot of partners across all of the African continent. We worked with a lot of chain, like we know our stuff really well. And we were on the spotlight of Hedera, actually. Okay, so they spotlighted us, and why we chose us, so our point of view right now, why we chose Hedera. We think about building Web3 solutions that truly work for Africa's unique challenges. That's first of all. The choice of infrastructure is critical in here. And Hedera Hashgraph stands out because it offers a blend of speed, security, and compliance that especially well suited for this context. And I'm talking about the context of the hackathon. Okay, Hedera Hashgraph consensus delivers incredibly fast transaction speeds. I'm talking over 10,000 TPS or transaction per second, which is huge. With low and predictable fees. That predictable fees, guys. I'm talking about predictable fees, something that we missed on other chains. On Ethereum, for example, the fees they are not predictable. If the network is congested, yeah, you need to pay a lot of fees. There is no congestion on Hedera. Like it really doesn't matter because the fees that you will pay, it is related to the, it is stable. It is related to the stable
Mm.
USD. Okay, so the transaction is 0.0001 dollar. No matter what, you will always pay this fee. So there is no gas fee prioritization or something like that, or congestion. Like the fees, they are predictable, which is very vital for scalability and cost effectiveness in emerging markets. And that's something very attractive for like finance people, like because they are always scared of the blockchain because of these, like because of the like you cannot predict. Okay, you cannot predict what will be happening, the volatility, etc., etc. On Hedera, these kinds of things, they don't exist. So you could build scalable solution in a decentralized way. We are talking about DLT in here, distributed ledger technology. So it is very attractive. And more importantly, Hedera is one of the most compliant and enterprise friendly distributed ledger technologies available today. Yes, it is. It follows like rigorous governance and regulatory standards, which is crucial for applications that handle sensitive data like digital identities or financial services or supply chain transparency. And that area matters a lot in Africa, especially in a continent, sorry, who missed policymakers or
Mm.
big organizations like Mika or something like that. As well, a little bit technical in here, but I'm talking about asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance or ABFT. That's like it is an algorithm that ensures top tier security and data integrity, giving users and developers confidence that transactions and records cannot be tampered with. And we talk about the DLT that solved the Vitalik Buterin trilemma. I don't know if you already know it. Like, there is no blockchain that can
Mm.
be decentralized, secure, and scalable at the same time.
Yeah.
These guys, they solved this thing with excellence. So, yeah, it was very attractive for me, Hedera, at the first time when I saw it. Like, it was like huge. These guys, they are like the technology behind this thing is huge, and you can feel the gap if you read the paper and the white paper of Hedera or other chains. You can feel the gap between Hedera and other chains. Like Hedera, it is here to stay. It can scale like much more than other chains. Like, trust me, it's the technical guy who is talking right here. It is, it
I
is.
don't know if you're if are you I you did so well at explaining that. You're making me think like, you know, are you getting paid?
No,
I'm
no.
joking. Don't answer that. I'm just being funny. Like,
No, I'm not.
you're
I'm not.
very good
I
at
guess
like.
the
I
family.
think you
Not
should
doing
be
a
a
promotion,
representative
something
for
like that.
Hedera. I think you should now be a representative for Hedera. So just throwing that out there.
No, please, guys, always do your own research, and we can talk about that later. But
Mm.
trust me, like it is something incredible. Like it is something incredible. And by the way, they are not using blockchain. Okay, they are using another thing called hashgraph. Okay, because you can think of it like blockchain, it belongs to the family of DLTs. Okay, and there is a lot of things like blockchains, like DAGs, Tempo. There is like a lot of things like blockchains, and like Hedera, they invented this thing called Hashgraph. It is decentralized, another architecture that scales much more than the blockchain, but it's still decentralized. We are still talking about DLTs. We are still talking about cryptocurrencies, but it is not blockchain. That's amazing.
Oh, see,
That's
now
amazing.
we're entering a whole new conversation. We'll have to do a
That'll
part.
be a new conversation
I know,
and
because
another podcast,
now I got
right?
questions.
And I'm good. I'm good on my side, but I just want to share this two things that really, my key takeaways when Firas answered that cost effectiveness. Given that it's not that expensive on the gas fees, transaction fees, it is a fit for Africa, given the fact that the economy wise
Yeah.
and speed of transactions, which is very much important when you do those hackathons. So I think I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm going to give back the floor to you, Dr. Tammy.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I think we were wrapping up. So I thank you all for joining us and being a part of today's discussion. I know that we now have more questions. We'll probably have to do a part two, especially after the hackathon, because I think I want to hear like how did it go and what were some cool projects that emerged from the experience that the teams had. So we'll definitely have Firas back because I am so curious as to how it goes and who gets the $1 million.
Yeah,
Whether it
yeah.
was one prize or several prizes, who's the winner? Like, so maybe we could even have that team come on the block and share their experience. But thank you so much for being a part of today's broadcast. Thank you for taking time,
Thank
Fear,
you,
to
doctor.
come
Thank you.
and share Dar Blockchain, the hackathon, the knowledge you shared about Hedera as a CTO, as a technology person, because I'm not. So anytime I ask questions, I'm asking because I'm that non-tech person and I'm a bit, and the other part of my personality, I'm always skeptical. So I always ask questions to just get clarity. So thank you so much for your time. And any final words before we exit the building?
Yes, thank you so much for this podcast. It has been great. And yeah, guys, as I said, take the certificate and participate in this hackathon because I wish I could participate in this hackathon. I cannot because I'm a mentor. But please, guys, grab this opportunity. Like it's not every day. Yeah, we don't find hackathons every day with $1 million prize pool. And for sponsors, if you are interested, please contact us. We could do quests, etc., etc. We could build tracks for you. So if you are interested, please contact us. So thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the flexibility. Look, sponsors, they can build a track for you so you can decide how your sponsorship dollars are being utilized in the hackathon. I love it. And
Yeah.
so thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. And until next time, this is another episode of The Block. And it was so great to have Dar Blockchain and Firas here to represent and share more about what they're doing, their initiatives, and the education as an educator, the education that they are offering. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining us. And we look forward to catching you on another episode of The Block. Take care. Bye for now.
This blockchain continuing education program is brought to you by our major sponsors. HTML Coin, Utility Coin Beyond the Hype. Autash University, your online school in the fourth industrial revolution. Libra Codes, take control on your NFT creation. and Credence Hub, verified credentials, anytime, anywhere. We also would like to thank our partners,